What is good with y'all? Alright, so today we are doing something a little different. You know, some soulful R&B mustard vibes. If you aren't following me on IG, it really doesn't matter, I'm not gonna be honest, but still, it would be nice. So yeah, let's hop right into this. Alright, so right off the bat, of course we have a piano in here. So yeah, not too complex. Let me turn off the effects for that. Killing my CPU, bro. Alright, so we are working in E minor, just E minor right here. I highly recommend you play this. This is what I did, but that took a long time. So for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just gonna tick it in. Alright, so let's go ahead and delete it. Alright, so we're working at 91 BPM. So it's all 7th chords. Just build a normal minor chord. So E minor. All you do is just skip every white line until you get the top. So let me turn the metronome on. Paste that over. And then right here, build more 7ths. So right here. And those are just normal minor chords, just going down. So I'm gonna just put one on top. So in theory, you could just go up. And then just paste all that over to like right here. Paste it over one more time because I want it to go like 1 and then 2, right with the metronome. And then pitch it down. So we can just kind of bring down these lower notes, paste them down. And then right here, we're gonna invert the G, B, and the A. Here, do the same thing, the D and the C. And then just like that, you have like some really nice, wavy, smooth chords, you know what I'm saying? So let me just paste my original pattern back into here. Alright, so the piano you use and like how you tweak it is really, really important. So like these settings right here and the dark preset right here is what really did it for me. And then I went to the FX because it had too much body. So like if I turn this up like right here, like that's dope, but it sounds kind of harsh. So let me bring it back down to like right here. And again, that was a dark preset. I went to grand piano and then dark. And then I just kind of tweaked the knobs right here. Alright, so for effects, I just had an EQ. A guitar rig, and I used the alienated space preset. I went to reverb and then found it there. It's pretty dope. It really eats up your CPU though. And then I added one more reverb, just an ambience, and then RC20. Just again, the Vinyl 3 preset, and make sure to turn off the distort, because it really pushes up the mid and kind of makes it harsh on the ear, so, you know, keep this turned off. And then I just had a limiter to really jack up the gain on it, and then one more delay. So yeah, what I did was I just turned the effects off and I bounced it out because my CPU just can't handle it with all this other stuff turned on. I just pasted the piano over and did like some little runs. And yeah, I just deleted this one and pasted this one over here. After that, I just layered that with a bass. So yeah, it's pretty dope. Just make sure to have these little stutters right here. Those are really important. And that bass was a 𝘾𝙬 Rickenbacker bass, both pure DI preset or DL, I don't know. I just had a reverb, just a really light reverb. I just turned the low cut up a lot. I had an EQ, really pushed that high end up, and then a fresh air. Again, just to give it a little bit more high end. So after that, I just had a texture from Contact. I just pasted that over. That was from Balcony at the Orchestra. I was a Sand People under Fantasy. I had an EQ on that just to remove a lot of the low end. And then finally, I just had an organ to kind of accent it. And yeah, it was really simple. I just kind of like played it. 2 quick E minor chords with like a little E and G leading up to it. So, and I just put that at the very end of both. And that organ was from Vintage Organs. It was a basic gospel one. I highly recommend this bank. Alright, so I just had a reverb on that, an EQ, an RC20 with some space, and then EQ, and then one more reverb. So after that, I just had the saxophone in here. So I had the saxophone, and then I stopped it right here, and then did the organ. Pasted this over right here, and then switched it up right here. Alright, so that was Essential Sax. Sounds amazing. Alright, so for effects, all I had was an EQ because I already had like the reverb and stuff built into it. So yeah, after that I added like this organ texture. Alright, so I don't actually have the pattern for that anymore. It was the exact same as this right here. All I did was just Control-C and Control-V, pasted it onto an organ sound. It was a Charizard from Analog Colors from my man Cry Jack. I will have a link in the description to like sign up to get this. It's gonna be crazy. It's dropping September 20th. And I honestly just rendered it out. I had a reverb, an EQ, and a limiter on that. So yeah, after all that, I added these textures. It's like a bird texture. That was from 𝘾𝙤𝙤𝙕 Indigo One Shot Kit. It was in the textures, kind of like the icing on the cake. I added like this drum pattern in here. To top all this off, I just had some vocals in here. So yeah, not really much to say about it. I got this from Splice. It was a Hyperlux Soulful R&B. It's unique and fire. So yeah, I just kind of dragged some of these in here. First off, I just had a limiter to turn up the volume, a 𝕊𝕊𝔼𝙘𝕆𝙈. What that did was just turn up the pitch a little bit, the format, and then EQ. And then one more EQ, and then an RC20 with another EQ, like right here, really, really tight, to just filter it a lot. And then one more reverb. So yeah, I just rendered the whole thing out and then right into this mixer right here. And then I put an ozone 8 on there just to get rid of some harsh frequencies. Parametric EQ doesn't do it very well. Had a dynamic EQ and then an imager. Finally, I just had a reverb, a limiter, and one more EQ. But yeah, if you did get something from the video, please comment, like the video, and yeah, till next time.